COCOMO model, constructive cost model. This model was developed by the Barry Boehm in 1981, and this is based upon the LOC lines of code. There are basically three types of the COCOMO model: Basic COCOMO, Intermediate COCOMO, and Detailed COCOMO. Detailed COCOMO is also known as the Advanced COCOMO. Now we will start from the Basic COCOMO and we will see what is it. Before that, we have four basic elements in the COCOMO model that we should know. The first is effort, development time, average staff, and productivity. Effort, as already we have discussed in the previous lectures, development time as well, and average staff means the average number of the programmers or the developers, and productivity is that the total yield or the outcome. Now, here you can see that in the basic COCOMO, first we have the effort. Effort can be short-termed as capital letter E and is equals to A multiplied by KLOC, that is 1000 lines of code, power B, person month. This is the unit of the effort. So here we can see that A and B are the constant and the value of the constant can be retrieved from this table. This table will be given to you prior, it is predefined table. And here we can see that the value of A and B are different for three different types of the software. There's organic, semi-detached, and embedded. If we are working on organic software, so the value of A will be 2.4 and the value of B will be 1.05. Here you can see that KLOC, that is 1000 lines of code. Instead of it, we can also write as KDSI, that is 1000 delivery of source instruction, which we have stated earlier. Now the development time equals to C multiplied by effort power D. Effort can be calculated from here. And here C and D are the constant as previous. We can get the value of C and D from this table. Average size, average staff size, that is average number of the programmers. It can be retrieved as effort divided by development time. Okay, whereas effort is equals to this and development time is equals to this. Then there is productivity. Productivity can be calculated as KLOC, that is 1000 lines of delivery divided by effort. So after calculating the average staff size or the average number of the programmer, we multiplied this number with the current rate and we will get the cost of the software. Because in the average staff size, we are included with the effort as well as development time that we will calculate from here. Now it will get more clear if we take an example. So let's take an example, and here you can see that we have a question on the basic COCOMO. A project size of 200 kilo lines of code is to be developed. The software development team has average experience on similar type of the project. The project schedule is not very tight. Calculate the effort and the development time of the project. Two important things are here. The first is 200 KLOC and the second is the schedule is not very tight. Okay, from 200 kilo lines of code, we can see here, as previously we have discussed this table, that the range of the coding lines for the organic are 2 to 50, and whereas in the semi-detached it is 50 to 300. Okay, from this table we come to know that 200 KLOC is the range that lies in between 50 and 300, and that is of the semi-detached. This table we have discussed earlier, so we are working on a semi-detached software. And another thing is that schedule is not very tight. Schedule means the deadline for the project, or it's actually the time period for the project. So for organic, the schedule is always not tight, and for semi-detached it is medium, and for embedded it is very tight, or we can say that tight. So again, from not very tight means it is medium. Okay, so from both of these clues we come to know that we are working on a semi-detached software. So if we are working on a semi-detached software, so the effort will be equals to A multiplied by KLOC power B, whereas A and B for the semi-detached are 3.0 and 1.12 that we have put here, and 200 KLOC is given to us. So the effort will be 1133.12 person month. Okay, it is not person per month, it is person month. Now the development time simply can be written as D is equals to C multiplied by effort, this much value, power D, whereas C and D for the semi-detached are this and this. Now we calculated the development time as well. Now the average staff equals to effort by development time. this value divided by this value. So the total number of the persons or the average number of the persons will be 38.67. In the same way, the last one was the productivity, and we can count the productivity KLOC by effort. KLOC is 2000, KLOC is 200 and divided by effort that we have calculated here, and is equals to 0.1765, and its unit would be KLOC by PM. So this was the basic COCOMO. Now we will see some advantage and disadvantage of the basic COCOMO model. And so the advantage include it's very good for the calculating of the cost of the software, and it's very simple. It is the basic model, and so it's very easy to use as well. And there are some disadvantages, like it's not good for the constraint like hardware, personal skills, use of the modern tools. Okay, so these are the constraints that are not included in this methodology. Basically we have seen that there are various things, there are various factors that affect the quality, cost and productivity of the software. Those some of the factors where the personal or the programmers in individual ability, so the skilled or the training and the modern or the level of the technology that we use, we earlier discussed all those things. So those were certain constraints and important constraints, and those are not included in the basic COCOMO. So now we will discuss about the intermediate COCOMO, and we will see how that intermediate COCOMO recovered the disadvantages or the drawbacks of the basic COCOMO. Thank you.